Testing. Oh, there we go. Moderation, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oops. Whatever. Black, blue, no, red, green. Okay. Dang it. I can't remember the name of the card now. Ah, Garuk. That was it. I don't know if Turgid is very efficient in 1v1. It costs so much mana, you know. Turgid's good in multiplayer when your opponents like sack their lands and you have a bunch of opponents that are sacking lands, fetch lands, and you're just getting the lands or other stuff like that. But 1v1, you just untap. It's mono black, you know. It would be great if it was blue as well on the backside. Well, if it was blue, it'd be completely different. But can you not buy the Innistrad set? I'm not seeing it here. I guess you can't buy it, which means I probably can't play Garuk. No. 18. Oof. Yeah, alright. I can't get Garuk unless I randomly get a... I want to play this Garuk, though. Oh yeah, it used to be really good in Arena. I think it was tier 1. I'm pretty sure it was tier 1. 99% certain. I don't think it is anymore. What's another one? Yeah, I wanted to play this, but I don't own it. You can't buy packs off this set, and I'm not close to a mythic wildcard, so... RIP! Wait, what? Why is Lyris here? Okay. I think Davriel probably is just better, honestly. And I don't think Davriel is tier 1 either, so... Yeah, Turgid's not... It's not doing much. You can run all the edicts. It's not very effective against some strategies, though. Okay, this is annoying. It's showing me cards I already own, but like different arts of them. Alright, well, at least look at the rares. Token hate? You mean board wipes? But you're playing against a token strategy, so... You know, your opponent's already at a disadvantage. That's pretty cool. There's not a lot of seat cards, though. Like, at all. What's this? Oh. You can cast Artist twice. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of these I've never seen in my life. Yeah, going wide is going to make the edicts feel bad. But you do have board wipes. Actually, you even have the one that makes them sack 13 things or whatever. Yeah, it's showing me cards twice that, like, I already own this, but it's like, oh, it's a different version. Yay. Like, I'm not going to, like... Wow, is that really it? Really? This is it. This is actually it. Did I choose the right format? I did. These are all the rare commanders I don't own. I thought those lists would have been like 3 times larger. Wow. And some of these I actually do own anyway, so it's even smaller than this. I haven't played Flagon, but... Most of these I'm not even... I should just pool resources for the Final Fantasy set anyways. Okay. What else? What do I own that... Oh, I had the multicolored tag on. I'm an idiot. We weren't actually looking at the whole list. No wonder it was so small. No wonder. I was dumb. Alright, it's still actually kind of small. But it's definitely larger. I wouldn't mind playing Krenko. It's very all in though. I don't know what it even really beats. Kind of just gets bullied, I feel. Argyle? That's the black-white thing that poops out stuff. I thought. Is it mono black? Well, I guess it is. Is it? That isn't. Bant birds? Yeah, we'll see. With the 4 new birds. I don't know about that one. It is black-white? Well, don't make me type things. Uh-oh. Computer froze. There we go. Bruh. What? What? Ugh. Now it's just getting ridiculous. Okay. All right, I figured I did it. I did it. Someone beat the snot out of me with this not too long ago. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you control an enchantment named and a land named Temple. I've played this before, haven't I? Conjure a card named... No, there's a different... There's a different one, right? It was you? Oh, well. Shoot. I think there's a different one that makes 4/3s. At the beginning of your upkeep... I mean, how do you ever flip this? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, it says it on the card. Flip it. And then this. So you get 4/3s upon its third death? Is that what it is? The new veto? It must be the new veto. Because I played one of them that does the instead make flying nonsense. It was probably veto because I didn't play this. So when it dies, you get one. Shoot. What is Argyle's... What is it? Yeah, what does this do? Sack a creature. Oh, so you can sack your own Argyle. Why is it a 3/1? Shouldn't it be like a 1/3 specifically for this? Alright. And then you do it again. Okay, it's really weird. The payoff is really, really not that great. But I don't hate it. It's just randomly making 4/3s for what is how much are the first 4/3s? 7 mana? The first pair of 4/3s? Because this has to be taxed twice, right? If you control enchantment, name this. Yeah, it has to happen twice. I guess you have a card draw engine, but I don't know. It's definitely not Ketramos, but that's okay. Not everything has to be Ketramos. Not everything has to be Ketramos, so I don't know if I want to play this though. I'm not sure. Let me look at my other options. Reanimate? What do you mean? Yeah, he does ramp you, but he only does it once, right? Not to read it again. Why is this card taking so long to read for me? I don't get it. I don't like it. Is it a legendary land? It is. So you can only do it once. Ugh. But I mean, I wouldn't rely on. Well, somebody YouTube saying it, just sacrifice it, and not put it to the command zone, but that seems very loose. I don't like you just have to always have a reanimate spell. Like always, otherwise what do you do? I mean, you can play because we're white. You have yeah, that's it. That's what I was gonna say. You have all the reanimates that cost 1 and 2. Like all of them. We can run Chain to the Rocks as well. How many actually are there? Oh, you can blink it too, huh? Right? No, 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 it has to die. You guys just, you don't know my Chain to the Rocks tech? That's alright. You'll see. Three target creatures. Wait, what? Up to 3 with total mana. Oh, I was about to say, that's like, that's kind of nuts, isn't it? Maybe Takasha's Welcome is not right. Although it does trigger off of your commander, what was the main thing, but it also triggers off the angels. Maybe. Elspeth is probably universal, right? It's its own token strategy. It's like it does everything in tokens all in the same card, so never upset with that one. I thought there were more reanimate spells in this. I must, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you gotta evaluate what I typed to find them. I could try discard. Cheap spells seem nice. Oh yeah, there's the black ones. Wait, what's the other? What's the main black one? Unearth. There it is. Sun Titan. Well, I'll get around to it eventually when I win the lottery. I'm not sure I actually would run Sun Titan though. I feel like I wouldn't. It's nice if you untap with it, but you know, you have to like do that. So this reanimates it once, and then it's dead forever till you tax it. But then it happens again later. So I think this is okay. Oh yeah, I find that reasonable. It's an awkward one, but not actually that awkward. Wait, Soren does it? No. The Room. Oh, there we go. This feels like too many. No, it doesn't. Hold on, maybe it doesn't. Wait, what's the Room? Oh, there it is. If you control a mount. Okay. And then we have... No, I like Sun Titan. Actually, I was just looking at one. Wasn't I? I have, shoot. I have to find it. I think there's an original one in here, too. Nope, not that one, not that one. Is there 3 or 4 Sun Titans in this deck? Oh, no. My room is so humid, my sleeves are getting stuck together. Man, come on. There it is. Yeah, I got this, this Sun Titan from 2011? Yep, 2011. It's a foil. I love Sun Titan. Love that card, but I don't like it here at all. I mean, I do like it. I like it. I just, you know, good luck with that one. What about you? Alright, so this can keep happening. Oh, it goes to hand, though. Assemble from parts. Oh. This creature... Chthonian Nightmare? Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I didn't look at the ones that are beyond the mana value thing. Is this a sword? Oh, it is. I was like, can you do this at instant speed? No. Shuffle the exiled card into his owner's library. I imagine that's not what you ever want to do. This is interesting. I feel like I have enough already before I would go for this one. Maybe we can reevaluate once we have, like, a lot of them in the same deck. Yeah, Chthonian Nightmare. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. See, this is why I don't like typing, because I don't... Me and typing, it's not a very... good thing. Sack a creature, return this enchantment to your hand. Well, I need more creatures in my deck to sacrifice, so that one might not even make it. There's the angel... No, not angel pooper. Oh, yeah, Soren. There's a... Okay, wait, no, hold on. I did this last time. Soren isn't the same as a Johnny. A Johnny is, like, always good. Soren is not free like a Johnny is. In the colors. It could be. It could work, though. I don't think Ketramos is bad. Can probably run some pretty obvious cards with it, at least. Although we don't want to exile our own graveyard, so maybe that's wrong. But if there's ever a game it's in play, you know, and I have a bunch of exile stuff. I like Kemball, but no, actually I kind of don't. Yep, Edgar and Tessa. Poops out stuff for Chthonian Nightmare. Is scary on its own. You can just play the black-white commanders. Yeah, Assemble gives you a 4/4. You had a crazy typing teacher. Mine wasn't crazy. I actually learned how to type on my own. I didn't really retain the information from the class in middle school. Because I didn't really care. I don't even know if when did I get my first computer? It was pretty late. I was a console person. I didn't actually, like, have a computer for a while. Now I type extremely fast, but not when the microphone wires over it and I don't know how to spell anything. But I normally type pretty fast. I only type with 6 fingers because my hands are so big I can't, like, fit all my fingers on it. My hands are way too big. Even in middle school my hands are, like, so big the teacher's like, what are you... Who hurt you? Oh, there's this thing too. Okay. What am I doing? Right. Until you learned how to... Yeah, you learned how to type fast from StarCraft 2. Trash talk. That's the way to do it. Four Minosaurn? Isn't there like 5 of those? Does this die instantly? Nope. I don't know if I like this just for its minus. I like this one for its ultimate. It actually ultimates pretty quickly. I actually kind of like this card, but I don't know. Soren the Girthless. Like a Dark Confidant, 2/3, and then 13. Oh, right. We have to run the good cards before I forget. So you and there's no reason to give our commander protection. Destroy all things I don't agree with. So there. That. I actually like Phyrexian Scriptures. I can potentially just make my commander a thing with stuff. That's always nice. I do not like Ketchermo's still. I kind of like... Sheltered by Ghosts. Helios Punishment. Reprobation. I don't know if I like ossification. We need a black-white Uro. That's what we need. We need a black-white Uro, and its ability has to be like Sun Titan's ability. Oh, I think it would be, too. I feel like it would be. Or maybe Luris's ability. Maybe it's 2 and down. It would be weird to exile your graveyard. But the value is just, like, so good. It's probably going to have something number 3 related. So it probably would be like a reanimate thing. I want black-white Uro. I want it now. Sack outlets? You think? I feel like I don't. The sack outlet's the land it gives you. No, it has to die once for that to happen, but I don't know if I'm interested in that. Could maybe run a village rights or something, but it feels like it just gets in the way. I'm confident I can find a spot to kill my commander the first time, because it's only the first time, and then you get the land that can sack it however you want. I'm not really sold on trying to... What am I looking for? Sheltered by Ghosts, right. Sheltered by Ghosts is funny, because people want to... they want to, like, kill your commander, but then you, like, do stuff like... Yeah, I like this. I guess that's true. Apply status. Apply status. Well, this. What does this flip into? The entire text box of that is like just completely all over the place. It flips into the most obscene AI slop of a card text box. Like, why does it phase? Why does it eat a creature? Why does it do... Like, it's completely all over the place to me. Oh, Profane Procession. Oh, we can't lose now. Oh, can't miss the Verge land. Oh, it's pretty peaceful with only 2 colors. There's no way I miss anything, right? Except Command Tower. I guess we don't even care if it gets countered. Cavernous Souls is probably a good idea anyways. Where did I get this? Foundations? Wait, what? 1, 2... There should be 6? Yeah. Windswept Heath, I think, is the last one. Ah, look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Verdant Catacombs. No, you know what it was? I think for a very long time, for some unusual reason, I thought you could only have 6, and then I found out randomly I had 7 in my deck, and then I remember you can have 7. Yeah, that's what happened. Almost did it again, actually. I am a very scatterbrained human being. Yikes. So... do I not have reanimate in here? Jeez. Well, I think that one would probably make sense. What are our giant dumb demons? Just Gristlebrand? I don't like the Overlord. Not really. We could also be a Surrak at the same time. It doesn't take many cards for a Surrak to win. Like if I just ran all the Surrak combo cards, like I could just have that in there randomly as an out. Well, we are Argyle, so I guess running the actual Bat God might matter. It doesn't really play into it, but it's hard. It's just an annoying card. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I don't have a lot of removal, and I kind of want more, though. Maybe a Surrak's not going to fit. Like Paradox Engine, Medallion. Mana Rocks for days. And that's about it. It could work. Maybe it doesn't have to, though. Maybe it just doesn't have to. Like, why are we trying to do that anyways? Crab Abomination? Nope. Not running that one again. We had the Omega High roll, and we don't ever want to tarnish it. I'm pretty sure it was Crab Abomination that randomly exiled a Lightning Helix that killed Haktos, specifically not protection from 2. I stole like a 2-mana answer that also gained me life that was relevant. Like, it was the most unbelievable thing. My opponent probably uninstalled. I don't think we can ever Crab Abomination again. Yeah. I guess. I like Vanishing Verse too. I also like D-Spark. I also like Fracture. Alright, no Surrak. I still believe there are too many reanimate spells. So Chthonian Nightmare is a little bit demanding. Maybe not going to run that one. Yeah, it's a little demanding. I could probably get rid of... well, more 3-mana things for Dark Ritual, which actually is not in here yet. Yeah, we're going to try Fracture. Although we are white, we don't have to play Fracture. We also don't have to play D-Spark. I do like Vanishing Verse as well. Oh, Ketramos is still in here. Yeah, that's not going to pan out either. Profane Procession is very, very, very slow. Slightly vulnerable. I mean, it's great when it works, though. But I think any game where it's working, I'm just winning by a boatload. Oath of Kaya is a bit popular, too. What other high-value targets are there to reanimate? Okay. Sorry, could come out. I like my overwhelming splendor. Because I'm heavily biased. I don't know if I want a bunch of mana rocks. Phyrexian Arena seems... Oh boy. Alright, no procession. Wait a minute. Are the lands messed up? Chat, the lands are messed up. You see? I didn't do anything, and it just put too many lands in here. I did not click this. I didn't click it. Just randomly, sometimes the client just decides that this is not on automatically. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. We had, what, 60 lands in here? Would have taken me an hour to find out, because I'm an idiot. Well, a server rack can come back in. There's definitely room for that nonsense now. More spot removal. I like Reprieve and Mana Tithe, I think. Yep. I don't hate creation with another valuable target. Still didn't add Dark Ritual, did I? No. Could run Mana Rocks. Can't stay away. It prevents the death trigger? Exile it instead. Oh yeah, it does. I didn't think about that. Urza's Cave is another way to get Cavernous Souls in certain matchups. Although, again, the counterspell thing isn't actually that big of a deal. I don't know, it gets Phyrexian Tower. We're 2 colors. Is it free? Maybe not. I want to say it isn't as free as I want it to be. I don't know, we'll try it, I guess. Diabolic Intent is interesting, yep. It is a whoops. Oh, it got added. I don't know how. But that would be a way to get rid of my commander. Yeah, the flares are interesting. At least maybe just the black flare. I don't know about the white. What is the white one? Protection? Yeah, I don't know if I like the white one. What am I protecting that I'm also sacrificing? Remember there was someone that flared their own creature when I tried to kill it? It's like, what the... I mean, they were just being goofy, I'm pretty sure, but it was funny. Something has me on, like, in a server rack flow right now. Alright, let's look at... Oh yeah, Thoughtseize. I like Grave Expectations. Probably Key to the Archive. Probably the One Ring. Can't run Extinction Event. I played a 40-minute game with this deck. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? It was crazy. My opponent refused to concede. I drew infinite cards off of Gristlebrand, had infinite life, and they didn't trying to deck me out. It was crazy. But I was in Discord with the boys. I couldn't record it. Baleful Mat. No, we don't want Baleful Mat. Oh, Black Market Connections. Okay. Did I not put Shieldred in here? I did. Avoid exiling? I'm not sure what would exile my... Well, I guess if you're not talking about your commander, yeah. Yeah, Liliana kills the commander. Oh, I like Edict as well. This can do it as well. I don't think I want the big planeswalkers, but I don't hate the big planeswalkers. I did put Kaya in here, right? Yeah. Yeah, Annex is just good in general. I don't think... Does it make demons? I thought they were angels. They are... No, not angels. Vampires. They're vampire demons. Okay. What the heck is a vampire demon? Beats me. There's the Heist card. There's Thought Seize. Breathe Your Last is fine. Is there 2? There is 2. But it's not actually Heist. I forgot about this card. I kind of like it. Why not? It's been a while. I'm overdue. Ghost Vacuum is a card too. Not like Catcher Mouse coming back in level, but I think there's still too many reanimate spells. Oh, there's a few of these. There's one called Undying, isn't there? It would be Gains, right? There's a black one that's like a land as well. Yeah, Malakir Rebirth. I think this is like $10 on paper. Crazy. I didn't add a server rack yet. Back. I don't think I'm going to. Without... It's not as good as running him as a commander, because you do need a server rack itself. Otherwise, the other pieces of it don't do anything. Whereas, if you run it in the command zone, you know, it's always there. So it is harder. I have been a fan of Fear of Ridicule lately. It's just a good, like, Dark Ritual scam. I just like to have something every game with Dark Ritual, if it's in my hand. Tessa is not... Oh, Tessa's still fine. Feign Death is another one. How many are there? Oh, there's another one here as well. Oh, there's so many. Shoot. There's so many. Maybe we could just drop the 3-mana reanimate spells. Just stick to the 1s and 2s? Because I don't have to put it to the graveyard. Like, I don't have to do that. It also makes me less vulnerable to... I think this is the best one. This is the one that saw play in Modern, so I'm going to assume it's the best one, which is just Undying. Target creature just gets Undying. Did they run Undying too? When Grief was in Standard... Or no, when Grief was in Modern before it got banned, I don't think they ran Undying. I think it was just... Do we have Undying? We do not. Oh, maybe we do. No. No One Left Behind. Yeah, it's a 2-mana version. Is there one to replace or take out? I could just replace one with this, because this can reanimate other things on top of my commander, and that's probably just situationally, you know, more useful than, like, Recommission. No, Recommission can get artifacts. Well, that's not ever gonna... I know it's right to take out Overwhelming Splendor, but that doesn't mean I want to. Maybe I should. Without Mana Rocks, it feels really slow. Like, incredibly slow. And then there's, like, Cyclonic Rift and River's Rebuke that you just never want to see. What's Veko? Whoop. Didn't I try this? I tried this. I remember now. Yeah, I remember that. No, I don't have enough creatures. I wouldn't like it even if I did. I don't really like that card. Okay. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're here with High Marshal Argyle. 3-mana 3-1. When it dies, you get Argyle's Bloodfast, and you can immediately flip it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, a delayed Golos, sort of. This has to die, it's not when it enters. But you get a land out of it. And then if you have both the back and front, which means this dies again, you start to make 4/3s instead of more of this enchantment. It's a card advantage engine. It's technically delayed death trigger ramp. It sacks itself to its the other side of Argyle's Bloodfast, which is a Temple of Alcatraz. I don't know why it's not a 1/3 and it's a 3/1, right? This sacks for life of toughness. So I think it would have been more reasonable to me, but I don't know. I just thought it was good enough as is, so. There's a bunch of ways to get this back that does not feel ridiculous, right? It's not like you're only getting the angels beyond like 7 mana. If you run a bunch of reanimate spells, there's a ton of them that reanimate things that are 3 and down. I'm not running all of them. I think there's like 3 or 4 I'm not running, but there's, you know, Unearth is a big one. Where is it? Yep, there it is. Other stuff that reanimates just in white for 3 down. There's stuff that when it is going to die, it just comes right back. You get a death trigger. You hopefully don't misclick your command zone thing and put it to the command zone before, you know, it would go back into play. And other than that main thing, it's just big black-white control-y nonsense that is significantly different from Ketramos and probably not as great as Ketramos, but that's... Ketramos kind of in a league of his own, right? I mean, they actually look very different because there's a lot of exile in that, and there's not really that much here. Yeah, no, that's about it. So let's see what happens. If I need mana rocks, then we're gonna be sad. So, can I do this? Oh, I can't even do my quest. Oh. Can't even do my quest. Oh my. Well, we do make 4 3s actually. Legion Reconstructor? What? To combo with Legion Reconstructor? Why am I hearing about cards now? Never heard of it. What is that? Unless it's in here and I'm a complete idiot. Oh, so many words. What? Oh. Yeah, I guess it was specifically made for this commander. Well, looks like we're burning another rare wild card and spending another 22 minutes figuring out what to take out. Oh boy. Alright, we're taking out a heist. I want to play the game. I want to play Magic. Oh man, that was 54 minutes. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, it took an hour. Oh man, that feels so bad. That's alright. It's not my fault, so I can't be upset. Actually, maybe that's why I should be more upset. I know. It's really inexcusable. I vowed to boycott the Final Fantasy set unless you specifically pay for the cards for my account. So, hey, look at that. Turn 1 scam. What are we up against, though? Maybe it doesn't matter. We're up against a bird demon with text that I'm not in the mood to read. Shield counter, look at the top card of your library. You may cast spells at the top of your library. Alright. Alright. We're in. We're in. We're going. We're zooming. Oh yeah, Liliana also just picks it out of your graveyard too, huh? I might stockpile my currencies for the Final Fantasy set at this point. It's like right around the corner, so... Falco is just a bad Tameo? Well, you know what? Don't let my opponent know that. They can play what they want. This is a free country, unless it isn't. I don't know where my opponent is from. What does that do? Alright. What does this do? Okay. Well, this is why I don't like all the reanimate spells when your commander's not doing anything yet. Okay. Whenever one more counters upon a creature you control, twice as many. Alright, so my opponent is all in on making this dummy wide. Trying to cake up the Burge. Well, it's not a land, but you know what? It's a really good card. Do I play it? I do. It sets up a Wrath of God. If I don't draw a land. Oh, chat, we need Davriel in here. I forgot. We mended our relationship. I have to add Davriel. Oh, they have a tap land. That's tragic. Actual tragedy. I would almost prefer them to actually play their commander instead of what is this. Alright, so that is going to be a 4/4. Well, that's not a land. Treasure draw. Okay, well, if we get... Oh, wait a minute. This makes 1/1 flyers. Oh, wait. So we can do a couple things. I think the most reliable thing to do is Sheoldred's Edict. So that's what we're going to do. I know I can play my commander and block, but that also doesn't... That also, yeah. Where is it? There you are. Alright, so... I'm going to do... Yeah, we're going to do this in upkeep. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Alright. Yeah, swords. No, I don't really care about the 1/1s. I don't care about the 1/1s. I just don't want them to hit my Liliana. That's the main thing. I do not care about these 1/1s. Come on. Come on. It's been so long. Please. Please. I promise I'll go to church on Sunday. I promise. Please. They're thinking. Okay, that doesn't do it. That does give them a lot of mana, but not now. Actually, this is all just abysmal because we have a sweeper. Yeah, this is worst case scenario for the opponent. Best case scenario for us. Let's not mess this up. Actually, I'm not going to draw additional cards at this point. Doing that. Sending this. Alright, zombies. Let's go. We're doing it. It's happening. The zombies are here. And they are here to stay. Does this fly? Shoot. It does. They didn't play it, but they played another thing. Alright, so I am susceptible to very quick and sudden demise here. Do I have to draw? I think it doesn't change the clock to draw a single time. Maybe it does. Alright, that kind of offsets all of the things I was complaining about. Let's do Vampire. I think I should play both. Although, maybe I should just let this exist and do that, actually. Because I have this. Yeah, we're gonna not do anything here. It does not take very long for these zombies to win the game. I can probably start swinging next turn as well. One or more counters will become a creature. Twice as many. Alright, so... with the counters, opponent, you need to calm down with the 1/1 counters, please. Wait, what does this do? Bruh. It's all 1/1 counters. So we take 7, 8, 10? Is it 10? I think it's 10. Alright, I'm not sure what there is to contemplate. I'm pretty sure you just put it on Shalai. Alright, that's a little unbelievable to me, but that's what my opponent did. We can almost flip Argyle's on its own. Going as low as we are. I don't believe... They didn't swing! Alright, so we have time. They didn't swing, chat. I don't know why. Maybe setting up a one-shot. We draw poop. So... Do I expect them to block? Probably. And I can just cast my not dead after all. They didn't even hesitate. Alright, they did not even hesitate. They didn't want to kill Shieldred at all. So, can I die at 15? Is there anything I can do about it? No, there really is not. There is fundamentally nothing I can do. Okay. Sigarda for hexproof combo. Okay, that doesn't matter this turn. They're dead to the zombies. And I don't believe they can make Shalai lethal, so I think we win. Alright, I'm not sure. 9. Would we have died if they did the right thing with the counters last turn? We'd be at 5. No, we'd be at 10? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, wait, I have to think about it. Yeah, we would have died. If they put counters last turn here and swung, this turn we would have died to it from that attack just now. And they would not have died from having a tapped creature to not block. So yeah, I think they missed lethal. We didn't draw an out or anything. This is the problem with all the reanimate spells. I think I just have too many, right? And like they don't do anything until stuff starts happening. And if I stockpile sack outlets on top of these, my deck is full of nonsense that, you know, it doesn't look like this. So, alright, we got our Liliana win. I won't change anything yet, because I actually want to play the game. You ever just help someone move again earlier today and get paid in pizza? You ever just have that happen to you again? Okay. I don't think this is doing anything. That's interesting. Yeah, we need to take some of these out. It's getting a little crazy. Yeah, it was the same person. Same building, too, actually. Well, our hand sure looks great if we had a commander. There's, I mean, you could just play, whatchamacallit? Like Avacyn, just make it all indestructible. Phyrexian Tower is in here. What the heck is this? Mobilize X, number of creature cards in your graveyard. Alright, so do we expect them to block? Probably. Is there a reason not to swing? I feel like swinging is stupid. Yeah, no, what am I talking about? So we play this, and we play this thing? No, we should wait on that. Okay. Fear of missing out. Sure. Gets rid of Bitter Blossom. Wow. Alright, they just swung immediately. We're gonna do stiff. I don't think there's a reason to sack this now. Oh, yes there is. Well, no, there isn't, actually. We can... What are we looking for here? I could get Annex. I could get the One Ring. Liliana's pretty interesting. Probably just a removal spell. Just so nonsense can't happen. And I can blow up this as well. Life gain would have been interesting, like Shieldred. Can double our life total. Seems adorable. Alright, I have to kill that. Perfect. Actual perfection. Literal perfection. Look at that. Still feels like there's too many, so how many are there actually? I'm going to take out Assemble. Chrome Mox. To float one for this. Could just run Mox Amber instead. This is in play a lot, so I could just Mox Amber instead. I don't know if I like Chrome Mox. Probably. I don't know. You can whatchamacallit, race out your commander really quickly and then get a land out of it as well when it dies. Oh yeah, Davriel. Additional 3-mana creatures to reanimate outside of my commander is interesting as well. I have no idea what to take out for Davriel. I could take out Gristlebrand. No, then Creation of Avacyn gets way worse. That's funny. Maybe I don't need Fear of Ridicule. What does it do? It guarantees a creature, though. It's like... I don't know. I think this is just so... It's like the... Not Thought Not Seer. What is the blue-black thing that won the game if you just resolved it in standard? Thief of Sanity? I think it was Thief of Sanity. It feels like a Thief of Sanity. Maybe a bit better than that, though, but still. You just, like, put it in your sideboard for the control matchup. And like, oh, they're going to take all the removal out. You resolve Thief, and then you just win. Good times. Good times. I am severely at a loss to what to remove. So maybe just Fracture, because it's generic enough. I don't hate taking this out. But I also just really like it. I really don't want to take that out. There's the other one that's maybe better than Fracture. It's like Naturalize or Power Toughness 4 or Toughness 4. Unusual circumstance here. Yeah, if he steals a Tali, I just pull 2 board wipes. Because I'm me. Alright, I think we're going to take out Alcatraz. Yeah, we're going to do that. It looks the most out of place, which is funny because Argyle's entire story arc involves the bat. Codis is indestructible. I could blitz for Liliana. Oh, this is technically Liliana, but it's not Liliana by the time I need it. There's not a lot of things they can actually steal, but I can still just get cleanly bludgeoned to death. Again, another hand with way too many animate dead things. Just like way too many. Flare works, right? It does. I don't know if I can get to Flare in time, probably. Maybe. Oh, maybe the game's over turn 1? So there's a possibility. Yep, looks like the game's over turn 1 anyways. Neat. I'm not going to run like Fatal Push and stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to run that kind of stuff for that scenario. But it wouldn't be a bad idea. What is with the queue time? Yeah, you can run them. I don't know if I like them though. Uh-oh, Pearl Medallion looking real suspect right now. Looking real suspect. And so is this. Maybe this was a mulligan. Maybe this was a mulligan. Also, maybe Pearl Medallion, the medallions could just be Arcane Signet and stuff. Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess. Let's see then. Opponent's hand is a complete bag of nonsense. So, can I beat Thorn of Amethyst? No, I can't. Oh, I mean I can, but it slows me down very significantly, so... Am I playing Pearl Medallion? I don't believe so. Am I playing this? Yeah. Double white would have been nice here. Yeah, I want to look at my mana, actually. Maybe Pearl Medallion is wrong. I think I like the black one still. Did they just draw Nykthos? Did I see this? I'm not sure. Well, this is the power of being on the play with a green drop. Even against Thoughtseize. Okay, they got a card they cannot cast. A little weird. It's actually really weird. I cannot Mana Tithe it. Do I cast Black Market Connections? I think at this point I have to. So... Alright, well, we're not casting the... what is it? Cast a creature spell, you get a... all your creatures come with rampant growths. Okay. Davriel Deal? Ugh, this is all just like a total nightmare. Okay. I got a pretty decent one. I didn't draw land, though. Okay, all things considered, my opponent's stuff hasn't been too backbreaking. Also, not holding the land for Provisioner. Maybe they don't need it at this point. Probably don't even need it. I was right about Esper Sentinel not doing anything. So, can I draw another card? Well, at this point, I probably have to. Alright, let's see if we get a really, really ideal... No, not quite. Not quite. So this is free. And then this is 1 mana. So, bloop. Curse of Silence can name nothing of consequence. I can name Farewell so I don't just lose. This isn't doing anything... Oh, it's power 3. It is doing stuff. Well, this is all just really bad. Alright, this is the problem, so I'm going to deal with that. Pack leader has to actually draw something. And there's no reason to Curse of Silence a Tireless Provisioner, in my opinion. Do I just play this? No. Yes, I do. It's probably a very good idea to play that, okay. So technically we have Mana Tithe. Not looking like it's going to really do anything, though. Alright. I'm not scared of Tireless Provisioner. They have infinite mana. I've never played against this commander before. Oh, we got the same deal twice. I didn't notice that. We get the same exact deal twice. I've also, like, never played against Pack Leader, too. Oh, they did make a treasure. Well, they did not choose food. But, I mean, they have infinite mana, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, the treasure token worked! It worked. Oh, wait a minute. They would get a second one before it would matter. Okay, never mind. It wasn't necessary. I'm sure they'll make another one. What is Cavalier going to do? Probably blow up my black market connections. I kind of hope it doesn't, but I think it's going to. Okay, at this point they can kill either creature. I don't think it... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, they're thinking about it, so... Apparently it matters. They blew up the card that wasn't doing anything. That's very strange to me. I actually get a, I get a 3/3 out of the deal. That just wasn't doing anything at all. Wow. I wonder why they did that. I already had the double discount on Davriel. I have 2 jet medallions they can't interact with. I can't imagine the third one was ever the right play there, but alright. Do they even have an attack now? Apparently they do. Alright, so we block here. Do we let it stay dead? Yes. Okay. Transform. Pass. I'm not sacking the 3/3. I should have sacked the 3/3, chat. You didn't remind me. I'm losing life to it. Ayy. You didn't remind me. Alright, so play this. Swing with the 3/3. Have no idea. Oh, wait. Wait. If you do duplicate to your graveyard... Okay. They do simply block, so, yep. This thing. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. So many draws, please. So we play this, and then we play this? What does that do? Why would we do that? We can get Argyle's Bloodfast, play this, but then I can't sack the second one for 4/3s. Not that 4/3s do anything, so... I'm at 7, block those 2, and we're dead? Alright, yep. Well, again, I mean, we're seeing the power. This is why you see me concede to it, because playing 2 lands on the play every game is more powerful than any other thing my opponent did beyond that point. So, it also the hand was pretty bad, I would argue. Alright, so Medallion's not right. I think the jet one is. Still feel like there's too many reanimate stuff things. Yeah, it's legend rule, but Then I don't have any blockers. I have 2 4/3s. Yeah, it's not enough. It's almost enough, though. It's hard to find cards to take out of this deck. Our life total does get kind of low. Maybe Gristlebrand is never working. There's an argument to that. Because the life total goes so low, well, it doesn't have to, but I could take out Creation Gristlebrand, actually. More removal is interesting, and probably a good idea. Priest can come out, too. It's just too much of a slow... It's just too slow. I have enough of that. Alright, so what's a good removal? What are good instants and sorceries? Bartholomew? Barturderer? Never heard of it, so it's not real. There's the Black March. Could be interesting. Can't run Extinction Event. I mean, I kind of like Blasphemous Edict. Why not? I think losing my entire board... Repeat. Oh, Virtue is maybe okay? It's wishy-washy. I don't think I like Breach. I don't know why we're so hung up on sack outlets. I don't believe sack outlets are good. Like, we're not... this has not been the issue. Like, this is not winning... a game we would have lost. No, I'm not doing this. I don't want sack outlets in my deck. I really do not. I don't believe there's ever an issue with this dying the first time. Like, if we only care about sack outlets just to sack this the first time to flip the thing and get the land... Nope. You can do better stuff than that. Like removal. Which also kills my opponent's creatures. So I guess technically, you know, I can kill my own commander with it, so it sort of works out anyways, I guess. Yeah, there are these sacrifice removal spells. Those are okay. Again, not really that exciting. I can just simply block, you know. I mean, sometimes you can't. Right, sometimes that's not true. We can run probably just one. Are they all the same? No, this is the best one, right? Yeah. I think there's 2 of this. There's that one and this one. This one's the best one, right? I think that's the best one. Yeah. Could run Fatal Push if we're so fixated on, killing stuff that is ours. So if we trigger Revolt a lot, it's wrong. It's not bad. Alright. Yeah. That's interesting. I'm going to take out Scriptures maybe at this point. Yeah. Okay. This commander's great. What are you talking about? It requires me to think. That has to be a plus. Has to be a plus. What on earth is this? Spells chosen type cost less, and then you can rearrange it. Alright, so blue-white, infinite something. We just don't know what that something is. Oh, you can play this on turn 2, huh? Wow. They did not play it on turn 2. That's... Is that weird? I feel like that's weird, but maybe not. They're gonna pay 1? They cannot. We will actually do this here. Oh, they exiled it. Chat, you ever just get rid of a card out of your hand for no reason? My opponent played a card I've never seen before. I have an excuse. I have an excuse. It was a really bad idea, though. It was a bad idea. Also, they named Instance, so that would explain why they have a bunch of Instance in their deck, probably. That is also insane. Alright, things are looking pretty grim. Things are looking grim. Alright. We'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens. My opponent does not proceed to cast their commander again, and that's probably just us losing. One would assume. Let's do this, because it's a pretty good card. Alright. Oh wait, I can't trade. Never mind. What is Fracture doing? Stone Cold nothing? Okay. I don't think there's anything to do here. I don't have much faith in anything I can do, so... Looks like there's some kind of way to deal with my commander when I swing with it. Gives her opponent back their card. Yeah, well, I mean... Okay. I don't know why else they would attack, so what do you got? Sure. Alright, well... This is literal worst case scenario. Yeah, this is worst case scenario. Do I flip this? I mean, absolutely. And then I play this. And then I kill Talrand. And I will not... No, I have to put it back to the command zone again. Well, okay. Um. Yeah. Alright. That was horrible. Do I feel like my decks get kicked up in rank sometimes? Create Crete deck and your Alchemy Davriel decks? What is Alchemy Davriel? Oh, the actual card. Yeah, right. I thought you meant like the format. No, it's random. It's either random or your MMR if you win too much. There's other random things that have to do with it. I'll get pitted against complete and utter nonsense out of nowhere sometimes. Like 3 times in a row. Oh boy, a handful of Manadorks. Where have we seen that before? It is all cats. Wait, no, that's not true. It's like cat tribal, and the best card to play is the not cat. Yeah, figures. That's funny. Okay. Well, let's take the thing that grows stuff, shall we? Boy, oh boy. We want a black or white. Oh, you definitely want a... Oh, excuse me, I can do both. I'm an idiot. I am dumb. So, what do I want to see played here? I will keep my commander in the graveyard. I also won't cast Damnation next turn, so... Davriel. Davriel feels... Actually, no, it doesn't feel as good as this. Yeah, this feels way better. Let me see this. Well, you can't say that. You can't say those words in YouTube chat. That's the great AI bot will sniff in deep. This does work out, right? Okay, maybe this doesn't work out. Maybe this doesn't work out. Alright, it almost worked out. Well, there's nothing to do now. I can play the One Ring, actually. Yeah, we're gonna play the One Ring. Did I play a land? I don't even know. Okay, well, rip. Alright, so this is just to put more creatures in play. They don't have a land in hand. I think it's worth activating the ring. Maybe it isn't, but it's what I chose to do, so. Well, alright, Davriel. It is time for more deals. We've been on good terms so far. Come on. Yeah, I could have done this first, by the way. I could have discounted something. Didn't really get anything there. Okay, I actually got stone cold nothing. That's great. Let's, draw. No, we don't have to draw. We don't have to draw. Yeah, I baited out about $45 to $60 worth of cards. Crazy. I don't think I'm going to draw off the One Ring. I don't think I have to right now. I'd rather not die. And we are going to just... No, we can keep Davriel around maybe a bit longer. We can find Shieldred and cast it. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do then. So the ring doesn't kill us. Not sure I... Could I have done this before I activated Davriel? Am I dumb? Might be dumb. Chat, might be stupid. I might be stupid, chat. That's alright. It is literally just cats with 1/1 counters. It's kind of funny. So, drawing is better than sacking, because I gain more life that way. I haven't actually sacked my commander to this land yet. Yeah, we're not going to lose Shieldred for no reason. I will keep this in the... No, we'll put it to the command zone. It's the first time it died, so... Alright, come on, deal. I don't even really need a crazy deal, but anything is decent. This is good. The discount is also pretty good. I have the One Ring, so... I don't care about the size of my opponent's creatures, obviously. And then we can do this. We can recast our commander. I might as well play that. Plus it. Wait, what does this do? Protection from dogs. I love it. That. Sack a creature. Doot, doot. We did it, chat. We made bats. We made bats. You know what? Let's double our life total, because that's great. Wait. Oh, I target my opponent, they go to 11. I gotcha. Didn't know how that worked at first. I didn't actually even know it did that part of the card. I thought it just doubled my life total. We're at 50. Oh, this is paradise. Yay, we did it. We did it. I don't know if I held off on the sweeper. I probably could have beaten these two creatures at this point. But there's no reason not to just make my opponent flood the board and then blow it all up. There's no protection spell. And we got there. Look at that. Funny, the best cards my opponent played weren't even cats. It was just these. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Yeah, Davriel can randomly get it back. I wouldn't say get it back consistently. But there is that plus. There is the actual deal of Davriel that I can't say I've ever even done. That involves reanimating a creature. I almost want... I would have died if I didn't sweep? What do you mean? Well, no, that turn I had to sweep, I was dead. I mean the turn before. Like, if I swept a turn earlier and they had Oscillate Pride in play in the random 3/3. That was when it... Because I had to kill the commander, obviously. It was just a one-shot, even if it didn't get bigger. I was just dead to it. It's going as good as it is. Another game where Fracture is doing something. Alright, we're taking Fracture out. I'm going to run... Bring It Down? What's it called? Smite? 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 Something? Divine Smite? No. Smite the Monstrous? No. It's a standard card. I said Bring It Down. That's funny. Bring It Down is a stratagem in Warhammer 40k. I don't think that's a magic card. No, it's not a magic card. Okay. Bring It Down. Yeah, that's a stratagem. Maybe there's a 40k card that has Bring It Down. What is the card? It's power... No, it's toughness. 4. Methinks. Destroy evil. I think that's what I'm thinking about. I thought it blew up artifacts. I don't like it as much anymore. Soul Partition, Exile, Target Permanent. Target Permanent. We thought about Vanishing Verse, and I thought against it in the long run. Skyclave Apparition is actually good to reanimate. So that's pretty cool. We like doing that. Portal to Phyrexia could come in here as one of my, like, does something beyond to reanimate my commander once a turn type cards. Doom Foretold is... Ooh, was a 4-mana enchantment, right? Oh wait, what's this? What the heck is this? Non-token creature dies, 2-1 black. Huh. I don't know. I really feel like this is very, very slow in Historic Brawl. Like way, 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 way too slow. Like play my commander turn 3, play this turn 4, pass. Just seems unbelievably slow to me. And then sacking it to itself is... I don't even know if it works. What's the other Kaya? Blood Baron of Vizkopa. Oh. I remember those days. Which one? This one? When it dies, return it to its owner's hand and make a spirit token. It works. It costs 5, but it does work. I've been running the 7-mana one. We could probably just replace the 7-mana one for one that actually cares about our commander's text box. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, that's fine. Oh my goodness, I didn't change my card back. Looks like we're going to be staring at this loading screen for a while as it snaps it back to the top. There it is. No wonder we haven't been winning. Actually, no, we have been winning. But the card back is definitely makes you draw better. I think we could do this one. I think channeling the inner cosmos. What is actually going on in this? I don't know. I feel like that summarizes the deck. What is going on? Hello! Go Gakuta. Oh. My left knee's acting up, chat. It's acting up. I can feel it. The weather. Weather's not doing it. Alright, so Curse is good, but the rest of it isn't. Been enjoying playing Brawl, just built a new deck. Huge. Big if true. Big if true. Alright, this probably doesn't work. Does it, though? If they have Trample, Flying, or any of the Spaghetti cards, we kind of lose. Okay, chat, we're going in. We're in. We're in because I said so. I'm not sure if I want to play this turn 1. I don't feel like I have to. If they have a discard spell... Ooh. How dare you say hello to me? Who do you think you are? Who do they think they are? Alright, so please... No Manadork. Actually, it's not as bad here. It's not as bad. There'll probably be Breeding Pool. I don't think it'd be stomping around. Oh, Hedge Maze. Huge. I'm going to surveil in response, and you're going to like it. Bloop. Yeah. Land is fine, I think. second black source as well. Okay, so now we play this on Katsus Fang Spaghetti. I could have held this for later and maybe caught my opponent off guard, but then that's a mana, like, it can't do it next turn, and if they play a ramp spell this turn, then that, yeah, okay, never mind, there's no doing it a different turn. Making a deck with non-delve Tevol? I can't say I know it by name, but if it's a commander, I don't see why I wouldn't try. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, we had to play this last turn, because this would be 2 into 4, which Kotis wants to do literally every game ever. So, stop that. Please kill my commander, and don't... wait, is that okay? It doesn't have a death trigger anymore. Maybe I wanted to play Takasha's Welcome last turn. Alright, so I have to kill this thing, which is, like, really sad, but such is life. From the next commander set? Well, I mean, I can't say I've looked at it. But, we'll see. I don't see why I wouldn't think about it. Alright, well, my opponent did the obvious thing, which, is not great for us. You know what we could have done? Oh, we could have killed it in their upkeep. Oh, man. Where am I? Where am I, chat? Where am I? Where am I? Alright, so there are cards that are good here. I think at this point it's fine to actually draw. I mean, I don't... Please? Come on. No. This is not my fault. Well, that does do it. Now we have to dodge Trample, Flying, Unblockable. They only had 3 cards. Now there's 4. It's like just those things, too. Oh, of course. Oh, come on. Alright, so now we're just banking on them not stealing anything good, but there's not much to really steal in my deck, to be honest with you. Okay, they run the Winmore card. I would never recommend. I can tutor up the sack spammy sweeper or whatever. I can't play it next turn, though. I can Final Parting Gristlebrand. They got land, reanimate, no creatures in a graveyard, so that doesn't do much. And then they got Liliana. There goes my... No, this is a cast trigger. I don't know if they want to cast this because of Esper Sentinel, right? Oh, I thought it was. Does that not work? It's instant sorceries, never mind. Don't listen to me. They get rid of Kami. So I can get Gristlebrand in play, and then surely this last card isn't, like, the dumbest thing in the game. It already triggered? Oh, I just must have missed it. Yeah, I must have missed... Oh, the enchantment. I was busy complaining. You're right. I was busy complaining. You are correct. Alright, I'm all in. Oh, we don't have Gristlebrand. I took it out. Okay, so... I can't cast Virtue. I don't have another mana source. Well. Okay, so what do we not want to draw? Ghost Vacuum? Or land? Yep, that's fine. I misclicked it. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Well. Sag. It's non-creature. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the stuff. Oh, no Gristlebrand for us. We even drew Liliana too. I mean, Shieldred. So, barring further disaster, we can probably do something here. I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like there's a protection spell or a Yeah, some kind of protection spell, which means it's not a counter spell, which is ideal. It's on Arena? I don't know. I mean, I'll look at it after. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, please... Yeah, this is definitely some kind of combat trick, so hopefully they didn't top deck some busted damage dealing nonsense here. They didn't swing with Roaming Throne. That's really weird. I guess they just don't want me to loot. Like, they just really don't want me to get my commander back. But it doesn't have a death trigger. It's incredibly, incredibly slow. Alright, what does my opponent tutor up here? They didn't float a mana. They could have floated some mana here. I guess I can only hope it's some kind of aura. If it's a discard spell, I think the game is over. I don't believe they'll get a counter spell, though. Especially all this untapped mana. My opponent's absolutely going to look for something to do. Alright. Well, that must have been what they tutored for, because they chose to do what they just did. So let's play that. Let's go to combat. Again, there's a known about combat trick. I can play Jet Medallion first. It doesn't really fundamentally change anything. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to do this. Alright. This thing. Oh, maybe it's a removal spell? Well, that would be weird, though. I mean, it's not a counter spell, so... I don't know what's going on here. I mean, Mana Drain wouldn't matter. We just die to the counter spell. It doesn't have to be Mana Drain. We just die to anything there. So I can reanimate this again. Suppose I will. Although I could just simply hard cast it. Maybe that's slightly better. Not sure. I'm not even sure if I'm still winning this. I don't actually know. But we came out of it. We came out of it not dead yet. That turn cycle. I think I'm going to take out this and run a relevant spell. I feel like ramping hasn't mattered. So, decline. We do flip this. Yep. Probably always have to flip that, honestly. Oh, is this Casualties of War? No, they would have just cast it, though. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they would have just cast it. Alright, so now it looks like it could be Subtlety. Oh, maybe it's Subtlety. Because of what's going on here. Subtlety counters Planeswalkers, right? I don't know off the top of my head. I think it does. I'm going to assume it does. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure what held priority on their opponent's turn. A bit confused. A tad bit confused. No way. Really? Wow. I feel as though my opponent full stop has the capacity to ultimate this and win. But maybe not. Wow. We whiffed on the Gristlebrand, and we had to wait a turn with a sweeper, and I thought it was lights out, but it wasn't. We didn't have our commander for 10 years, too. Crazy game. Cool. Alright. We take those. Nice. Alright, I think I'm taking out Jet Medallion. Yep, Kaya won. Look at that. All me and nothing... Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, Jet Medallion. It was Jet Medallion and whatever this person in chat is talking about. What's the commander set? What's the name of it? Actually, if I know the name of the creature, then I don't need to know the name of that, so... This thing? Oh, I don't know how... Is this the latest? Yeah, this is the latest. I've looked at all these. It's on my list of things to play. Yeah. I don't have a Mythic Wildcard. It's not top 3 for the things I craft with the next 3 Mythic Wildcards, but it's on the list. That makes you feel any better. It is on the list, just not very high up. Well, I take donations, so you can donate me an equivalent amount to craft it, and then I will then do it. There you go. You found a solution. We got there. So, what do I want? Another removal spell is fine. I'm sure there's an efficient exile effect. I don't actually like laydown arms. I don't think Kodos is fragile. That's weird. Kodos is indestructible. Hardly seems fragile to me. Especially you play it turn 3 every game. My opponent actually had the plan. If I didn't delay Kodos, we probably would have lost. You know, I had the curse to make it so they couldn't play it turn 3. I think Kodos is not really fragile at all. I like Ride's End. I actually do like Ride's End. Humiliation is interesting too. So is Solitude. So is Solitude. Solitude can get reanimated by, what, like 2 of the creature thing? Like, randomly. Davriel can get Solitude. Randomly. We have no one left behind that could get Solitude as well, actually. We can Kaya plus it. I can sort of Ghost Vacuum it. That's stupid, but I can. Yeah, I think I like Solitude here. There's not like a boatload of white cards. Oh, okay, there's enough white cards, though. That's not a big deal. Sure. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. We're actually getting there. We're what is it, a third of the way? We're slightly under a third of the way. We picked the worst deck to swing with. We did make Vampire Demons, though. It did happen. Alright, we're up against Exile Nonsense. I don't know if I can beat that. Can I? Let's see. This doesn't do it. Esper Sentinel can draw cards, but the rest of the hand looks kind of ugly. Does it, though? Killing an early annoying creature... No, I mean, this kills Ujin. Let's find out. I think Esper Sentinel will draw cards, which is the big thing. Let's do that. I do not have a white card. I don't have to hold priority. Yeah, you do answer it, you win, but it does a pretty good job at not dying, so I don't think it constitutes fragility there. They're reading Marsh Flats. They're reading Plains. Alright. Alright. Do we have the 4? Nope. Tragic. I will play my commander. K command is the only thing I can think of that's annoying, but on 2 it's not that annoying. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Grim Tutor is actually pretty good. It's not a land, though. It's slow. It's very slow. Yeah, it's very, very slow. Okay, let's swing. See if they have K command. This is the only thing it can kill anyways. I find it hard to believe my opponent kept a Mind Stone do-nothing hand, so... we shall see. Oh, they can't exile Teysa, can they? Because it gets exiled on my turn? Yeah, I can do it. This actually does look like Kozilek's Command. Kind of the only white instant in the entire game, so... Yep, of course. Why wouldn't it be? We can exile... No, we can't get rid of Teysa, so... Well, feel like I've almost lost. Let's go ahead and do this. Do I keep it in the graveyard? I do. Oh, I can Fatal Push now, too. Oh, wait, this is black. Yeah, I can. Alright, that was phenomenal. That was actually... that was really good. Wow. I can't believe how well that all just panned out. That was probably one of the best things possible. Alright, they have an annoying card, but it is beatable here. Oh no, they're playing the Galaxy Brain Ujin with the Winter Moon. Beyond tragic. Alright, well we don't need our... we don't need that. Let's get up Plains. Let's potentially win the game on the spot. Oh, this is great. This is peak gaming. That's what this is. I don't know of any cards that do it here. I can just play this. Might as well. Let's play the Verge, because it's untapped for the Winter Moon. But I don't really need more mana. Oh, they have, what's the Elemental Blast? Null Elemental Blast could do it against Teysa. So what are they at? 6 mana? Alright. They drew the best card in their deck. So, not great for us, but we have a very profoundly difficult to deal with Kalak that almost straight up killed them. No, flashing in that wouldn't have done it. Let's play Swamp. And I don't believe there's any reason to draw cards here off of the Argyle's Bloodfast, and I don't think Ujin can win the game, so... They probably start with Ujin. I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah. I don't think it can target my creature. It doesn't even attempt to. Fair enough. Let's... Oh, no. Well, there we go. Maybe it is. Oh, wait. Oh, up, up. We want to take this action at this point. So can they gain enough life to stay alive? I mean, they said good game, so who knows? Oh no, we have one of those good gamers who doesn't concede. Fascinating. A Chroma's Memorial? Why? Yeah, I guess you can do it all day. Shoot. Alright, well, that's interesting. Very interesting. I have absolutely no idea why my opponent's playing this, other than it's colorless for Ujin. I don't really know what's going on here. Creatures you control have protection from black and red, flying trail. So they can make Eldrazi spawn, but that doesn't make sense. Oh, they would be 2/3s because of Forsaken Monument, but you're never going to have both these in the same game, I would imagine. I really don't know why they're playing this. Maybe just because it's an artifact and it's mythic, and they're just flexing, and it doesn't matter. It's a 7-mana Vindicate. You already have one in the command zone. Why not put one in your deck? All right, neat. But yeah, Tessa's just a pet card. Yeah, paid actor. Why is my actor getting paid more than I am? Shoot. I can't afford an actor. What are you talking about? Stupid. You're gonna find a Brawl game. There appears to be a lot of those looming around. Damnation is probably a good idea. Oh, this looks familiar. Do I Dark Ritual my commander? Of course I do. What do I look like? What do I look like? Do I kill it? Nope. Could I have killed it? Technically. I feel like my opponent does not care about this. Alright, my opponent is currently not caring. Tragic. What would I search? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can't do that. I think I have to leave up Reprieve, which is horrible. I already played a land too. Yeah, Life is Pain. All right. I could do these two in the right now. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can. I don't know what that accomplishes though. All right, Demonic Tutor. What is that doing? They did not cast their commander. What's the best card in Garuda? I have no idea, but my opponent found it pretty quickly. Panharmonicon. That's a little bit win more-y to me, but might as well cycle the Reprieve now. Okay, we swing again. And here's the part where problems start to happen. I am not fully aware of what the play here is. I don't know what to do. So I can get a 2-mana card and cast it now. Solitude actually works. Any removal spell sort of works. Skyclave Apparition does not work. I think we're going to try to kill their commander. I think that's the idea here. In response to all of the nonsense that it can do. So, yep, we let it do its thing, and then we send it and see what happens. They could protect it. No, they do not. But this way, if they find nonsense, they can't just win with it. They did find a clone, and then it fizzled, so it worked out. It worked out. Yes, it did. They're copying my commander. I don't believe that is terribly concerning. They actually didn't trade. I feel like that might have made some sense to do, and they didn't do it. Let's... What do we do here? Sack it? I can't reanimate it. That's probably fine, though, right? Can't flip that. Let's play this random thing. Actually, no, nothing here truly matters, so let's just draw. Okay. And let's draw again for the chance of... Who knows? Alright, that's not it. Losing my voice. Alright, so as long as Garuda doesn't win... Okay, they chose to not cast it again, instead of just doubling up on the win more aspect of things. They got rid of their own Marshal on some strange ideas there. So let's play this, and this is fine. I think we just play this and pass. Yeah, that's all I can do, so. Oh, they countered it. Sure, I'll leave it in the graveyard this time. And I shall unearth it. Oh, wait. Do we want to get rid of... No, I'm not interested in dealing with Panharmonicon. Just not interested. So. We can make some 4/3s, but they would just get blown up. The main thing is to not lose to a big board of stuff here. And double sweeper against Garuda is pretty ideal. Although they do have a good chance of just milling me out. Maybe we are just dead no matter what we did. Yeah, we could have just died here. Could just die here. It is a combo deck, so... And it randomly generated a Demonic Tutor, as is tradition. But, I don't know. I think playing around the don't get milled out idea is more useful than just spinning the wheel, and because if I blow this up and then I just lose anyways, it just didn't really do anything, so. Are there enough clones in the game? There must be, otherwise, you know, this is all just weird, so. Alright, they found more cards, and then they spin again. They spin again on their end step. And I'm not sure there's much to do at this point. But who knows, if I untap and sweep the board, maybe I can do something. Alright, they found 3 more. This explains the win more cards, because they just want to do stuff here. Okay, that does it. I just deck out here, you know. Actually, maybe I didn't deck out there, but it doesn't matter, because then my opponent goes back to their turn, and then they do it again and I die, so it doesn't actually matter. I have no way to shuffle my graveyard back in. Milling people out is really, 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 really difficult in this format. But if Garuda has to set up for that, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just incredibly, incredibly slow. But we are even slower. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I didn't respect the weird mill stuff. I have not seen Garuda try to mill me out in like 2 years. Maybe about 2 years, yeah. Definitely not 2025. It's usually just a value engine. Explains the Panharmonicon, though. Or the extreme desire to put it into play, I should say. What the heck is this? But a counter each equipment. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Do I play anything turn 1? No? Don't think so. Oh, well, they played 2 forests. I guess killing the youth in that instance would have been nice, but... well, here we are. I feel like this is the 20th game I've just been trying to find a board wipe. That is a bone splitter. Remove all counters from this. Deals damage to target creature. Attacks. Alright. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. I don't believe the Sheoldred's Edict is doing anything remotely useful, so I'm just going to get rid of it, and I'm going to cast this. I don't think I have to block with my commander or anything. Stocking the Pantry. Okay, that's a slow card. It's a very slow card. That's a good sign. Baseball Bat. Okay, it taps my commander so I can't block with it, but I think my opponent kind of wants me to block, so interesting. Black or white? Probably blue. Wait, this is on... let's not be stupid. Yeah, this has to be white. And let's get rid of the board. This feels better than casting Argyle Flare. I can do that next turn, though. Lego Land Commander, I do stuff here. Basilisk Collar, alright. We have an Unearth. Okay. I don't imagine they're gonna block, but I will not let them. Okay. And then we can play Elspeth. Actually, this is just backbreaking too. So let's do that. And I'm not going to play the One Ring. I have no incentive to play the One Ring. I think they drew a land for the turn. This is a weird commit. It's like Nadu at home, it feels like it's just Nadu at home. Alright, well, all of this doesn't do anything as long as that enchantment's chilling there. So, we're slowly getting there. My opponent's commander, for the entirety of this game, will very likely not do anything, so... I'm gonna have removal, 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 infinite blockers, one ring protection. Like, this is just a complete nightmare for this commander, and it's currently stuck anyways, so. Are they dead? 1, 2, yes they are. Assuming they don't have Settle and Wreckage, which would be rather impressive. Alright, doesn't look like they have it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 11! No! Okay. Probably would have plussed instead then, just to draw cards off the Elspeth. Yeah, probably would have just plussed. Alright, they made a 1-1 chat. It's in play. It's there. It's looking at me. Alright, this is not enough. This also doesn't matter, so go for it. 5, again, doesn't matter. You can have viewer protection. I don't even know what the blue-black sword does. Like, cast stuff out of graveyard like Snapcaster? Okay, well they milled 2 lands. Yep. I mean, I could have just plussed here and then had a blocker for this as well. But, I mean, there's just no... There's no reason to commit anything. Just, if it doesn't kill me, I shouldn't care about it. Cool. Without Gristlebrand, I don't like Final Parting anymore. Bloop. We're not playing Key to the Archive. We could play Key to the Archive. Let's look at... Smothering Tithe is funny. Now that seems like the only card. A bit slow, honestly. I'm actually not even sure I like Smothering Tithe in this deck. I don't even think I like it as a card in the format, really. Still probably better than Ristic Study, but even still. Oh, I thought I'd find help from that. I did not. Except maybe Smothering Tithe. That is kind of all... Oh, wait, what about this? I'm surprised that I put Overlord in here. Ugh, I just want a black-white Uro. Give me a black-white Flage, please. Do a cycle of these. I don't care if they're $400 and all of them are busted. Yeah, Chthonian Nightmare works when you already have vampires, but that's so late in the game. It probably would have come up maybe twice so far. In those 2 games, it would not have mattered. But I guess that's one way to look at it. That feels a little bit like Winmore-esque. I think intermediate, getting to that point is way more important. And I'm seldom at that point anyways, so that wouldn't be why I play it. I don't think I have enough creatures for it either. Next, Modern Horizons, you think? A black-white giant, elder giant? That would be very surprising of all the things they could do, but... Yeah, I don't have a lot of creatures in here. But it does loop with the commander. I feel like the commander payoff is slow and not very scary against most decks, but, you know, if that's what you're really trying to do, that is how to do it. That is how to do it. What about Gideon? No, that's stupid. This thing? I mean, it works. When it dies, it comes back. It does work. This thing? This works as well? I don't know which one's better. Probably the brood moth? No, it's probably the Sarah Paragon. Oh yeah, what does this do? I remember this in Standard. I always thought it was a really weird mythic. I think that still holds true. It's like a 5-mana 6/8. Oh wait, is it a 3? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, man, the queue times aren't instant. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's giving me anxiety. Okay. I can't lean back because then you can't hear me. Moo Young Ling. This is the one without a backside. Target creature loses flying, make a 3/3. Okay, I've played against this a couple times actually. So that doesn't really work. Okay. Thoughtseize. Yeah, sure. I'm on the draw though. I don't know. I'll just keep this. I feel like I do not care about my opponent's random 2/1. That can somewhat grow. Oh, they didn't even cast it. Alright. Yeah, we do this here. This could have been the turn I thought seized instead. So we play our commander? Doesn't feel very good. I think this is a far better payoff in this exact spot, so we'll do that instead. They did not cast Chemister's Insight. I feel like I would have done that. Oh, okay. Guess that makes sense then. Looks like it actually didn't matter what I played then. Well, that's not great. Yeah, we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this. We've not drawn Swords of Plowshares yet in like any game. Well, we win if this resolves, but there's a good chance it doesn't. So I should probably just try to... Yeah, we're going to play it more conservative here. Well, none of that has to do with my opponent's commander. But they do have a giant 7/7 land. That could be a problem in the future. Let's play... again with the counter spells. Let's play this. Don't think I need to shock myself. Alright, we've developed a 3/4. We're in there. There was only one counterspell, I guess. Maybe nothing I did was worth countering. Maybe it was the logic. You would draw a card except the first one, draw 2. Okay. So they can draw 2 off of Maze Mind's Tome, which is a bit slow, but it does draw 2. I wonder if they have Tail's End. Do we think they have Tail's End? Kind of gives me Tail's End vibes. But it could be a whole bunch of different stuff. Alright, now at this point I'm kind of speculating River's Rebuke. And a lot of what I'm doing is not a big deal to them. Which would be fair. It would be fair. I'm not sure what the win condition is, though. You can't just draw cards. You have to stabilize constantly and also kill your opponent, so... Oh, look, it's River's Rebuke. No way. Who would have guessed? Certainly not me. I don't think Chrome Mox is doing much. Let's play a Liliana that feels... Actually, between these two, I don't even know if there is a better one. I'll just commit the more expensive one. Okay, looks like they just maybe don't care. I don't really blame them. Do I get rid of this Insight? I don't think I do. I won't respect Censor. And I'm gonna do this on their commander again. Because I'm not gonna name Cyclonic Rift. It is basically castable anyways. Doesn't seem productive. Well, there's another River's Rebuke. I don't think they have to cast it right now, though. Yeah, they don't even have to cast it right now. When you cast an instant or... Wait. Yep. Okay. I can play my commander and then just simply sack it to the thing. I didn't expect them to counter this. Did not expect that. So decline. And black market? Losing my voice, chat. Losing my voice. No, black market will just get bounced. Black market will get bounced. I'm gonna lose the Argyle's Bloodfast. Oh no, it'll just go to hand. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna sack it here. And I basically have to put it to the command zone, so... There's no flipping this second one. And I can simply draw here. Gotta go, thanks for the stream. Well, thanks for watching. Miss you already. There are no cards in my hand that deal with this. Oh, I do have the right of Oblivion, actually. I do have the right. Which I probably should just cast. So we play this, but we don't exile anything. Correct. I believe that is correct. And then we do this here. We can play this again. Can play this. Yep. Probably be the best idea, I think. Alright, well, we're going back and forth with this person, but they do have, like, infinite cards. Okay. Let's play this. Sure. Okay. Guess that makes sense. And then this thing? Actually, let's take let's put this in play. Or I'll try to put it in play, I guess. Because now we can cast Chrome Mox. No, wait. We want to play that and then play I gotta be careful, but black market is probably okay here. One would argue. I could just tutor up a card. No, we'll just play this. Well, we've seen that before. This is the second time we've seen it today. It's kind of funny. I could probably draw one card. I don't want to draw a lot. The 3/2s could matter if they don't have Cyclonic Rift or something like that as well. This is a 5-drop when you cast an instant or sorcery. I can start flying for damage with that enchantment. I can get Cavernous Souls at this point. Probably an attempt on that Archmage is probably the best idea. You always want to counter the card I get with this. You don't want to counter the tutor. I can get Thoughtseize. Because Thoughtseize is a feel-bad card to counter. Oh wait, we already cast Thoughtseize. Alright, never mind. Life is Pain. Swords it is. Let's play this. Oh, that's not it. Play this. Play this. let's try now. I don't think it's getting any better than this, so. Okay. The average player? Who knows? For me, pretty low. Surprisingly low, because free to play and all that jazz, but... Alright, they found Mana Drain. Not ideal. This enchantment has been soloing me. There is nothing I can do about that except sacrifice it, so... I guess there's no reason to sack it anyways. I don't see why I care about that. So I can create... I can get a, Cavern of Souls here. And I can name Vampire. And we can start making 4/3s? I don't think I can draw anymore. I'm not even sure what I'd be drawing into. I don't know, my life total hasn't been pressured, but they do have that giant thing there, so... It is a 7/7, the Hall of Storm Giants, so I gotta be wary of that. But I do have a way to gain at least 1 life, so... Though, to be honest, we do kind of need more than just 1 life. They have Mana Drain. Is there any reason to sack my commander right now? I don't believe so. I don't think so. Deliberate. Scry to... Alright. What are the ways they deal with things outside of the mass bounce spell? That's kind of what I'm mostly concerned about. Sure. Rewind. Okay. Let's just cast this now. There's no reason to not cast it. Okay, I did burn the Mana Drain, but Mana Drain wasn't really doing anything anyways, so... we can probably draw 1, and then we probably just can't do that ever again. And we will make some stuff. I don't even think the minus on Liliana will ever get anything. And this is 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if I can swing at Narset. Can try? Does it even matter? I feel like it doesn't matter, but I don't know. Of course it doesn't. I mean, this game has been completely on the back of this enchantment. Like, this enchantment is the only reason they've been able to play the game the entire time. They would have ran out of cards at this point. So now we're just dead? Unless something unbelievable happens, and I don't know what that looks like, so... I have to keep it in the graveyard at this point. I can't recast it. I will not sack this. I will not sack that. Okay, so now I can't do any of that. They did not hit my Liliana, so there's probably Tail's End here. Also, I'm almost just basically dead here. No, can't flip that. Well, Shieldred would be good, but... so I have to have Shieldred resolve if I'm to come back into the game. So let's see if it's Tail's End. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, I can't draw extra cards. Tragic. Can't draw extra cards, chat. I made a mistake. There's also no way to stop that, so I think I'm dead now. I can draw one card, and then I die? Yep. I can't tell if this is a good sign. I feel like this is a good sign, but I can't tell. Is there Stifle? I can recast my commander again, so I guess I'll put it to the command zone. Can't draw a card. Oh, they draw 2 off the Celestials. Oh, it looked like they were kind of out of stuff, and they might not be anymore. Okay, another treasure. I guess we just start with an attack. We send 8 here? No, that's kind of... maybe it's not. Let's do this. I can kill their 4/3 with my removal spell, but that doesn't really seem all that productive. I can kill this with this. Again, not really all that productive. I think the best thing to do here is just simply kill this token. Or try to kill a token. Okay. Does that kill me? No, not on its own. I can't imagine my opponent wants me to draw. Midnight Clock. Well, I can't attack the graveyard, so that will do stuff. They've almost actually decked out, which is hilarious. The fact that I can almost beat every card in their deck is really funny. Alright, so they are willing to get rid of their own stuff, and I'm gonna just do this. There's no other thing to do at this point. I mean, I have to do this, so... They did give me the fairy if they, like, don't do the stuff with it. They're almost dead, but almost is not all the way. And we still haven't seen Cyclonic Rift anyways. Although, if they had it, I think they would have cast it, because we would have died. You have no max anti counter. Okay, so that does deck them out rather quickly. Yeah, we cannot draw. They can flip the Midnight Clock, though, so... So, swing everything except the 1? Like that? Yep. Okay. Alright, well, there goes that opportunity. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have used a treasure token. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Shoot. Should have used a treasure. That was a potentially game-ending mistake. Opponent has 25 cards left. I still don't think I can kill them, though. Well, unfortunately they found it, but if they didn't, there was actually some way to win this game. It was in there, which is a little unbelievable. But yeah, this card. If I got rid of this card early, like super early, I think it was like a Skyclave apparition opportunity. I could have won this game. In fact, I probably would have won this game because they would have almost no cards to play with. They would never have cards. They would run out and we would win. So yeah, the Teferi's thing had to have been dealt with, and I didn't. Crazy game, though. Crazy, crazy game. So close. We could have won that. That's nuts. Could have won that. Can't win them all. Alright, I'm done with this. Aim over it. Okay. Alright, so there's probably a way to have this commander work with a bajillion creatures in it, right? You would get access to one of the better cards. I'm losing my voice. One of the better cards in Chthonian Nightmare if you did that. But you would still have to draw it. You know, you don't just have it every time just because it's in your deck. And what you're doing is not really that great, right? Like, you get a land out of this when it dies. I did not ever really feel in any way I needed a sack outlet to flip it the first time. So if you have a bunch of that in your deck, thinking you have to flip this, that doesn't make sense to me. And I never needed one, so I think that's an accurate assessment. It doesn't make sense to run sack outlets just to flip this before you get the first land that then, you know, flips it indefinitely. So outside of all that, I don't really like the idea of a bunch of creatures with this strategy. It sort of creates its own creatures, creates its own card draw, and I like black-white controls, so, you know, I'm gonna lean in that direction anyways. The creature package comes with some pretty interesting things, though. Maybe a few creatures that you wouldn't normally see almost anywhere else, arguably. But I think this is probably more powerful, right? You're less vulnerable to creature-based answers, and there's a fair amount of that looming around, especially when the only creature that you're really providing your opponent to kill is this, and they don't want to kill it because it does the thing. So I really like that idea. If you are running a bunch of creatures, maybe you can run some incidental creature sack stuff like Woe Strider, I think it's called. There's a few of them ways to sacrifice that, because you also have other things to sacrifice with, like, village rights or whatever. So the reanimate spells weren't too exciting. I almost felt like I had too many. It's not a bad thing to cast this after it dies the first time. The second time it gets a little hard, but if it costs 5, it's not that big of a deal. So beyond that point, then the reanimate spells start to look ideal. Portal to Phyrexia is really expensive. I don't think any of the big, expensive, slower cards, like even my favorite one, Overwhelming Splendor, would have pushed this over the edge or anything. I think more late game with this exact iteration would have been ideal. So maybe remove 3 or 4 reanimate spells and run more really scary late game cards. I don't know what those are. It could be Liliana Dreadhorde General or something like that, but it felt like when I had a ton of mana and all I was trying to do at that point was loop some 4/3s, just doesn't really get there. The drawing a bunch of cards is great. Davriel is actually pretty sensible in this deck because you want to draw cards off of your Argyle's Bloodfast, and if you have the deal to gain life, you can actually do that. If you don't, well, you're going to run out of life, you know? You can, again, the counter to running more creatures, counter argument would probably be you actually can gain a bunch of life because you're playing like black-white life gain based creatures and whatnot, or just anything to sacrifice that isn't 1 toughness is nice for doing that. But I don't know. I just, if you're in that direction at that point, it's like, why not just play Ketramos? Unless you're in a bracket that doesn't let you or something like that. So I don't think the format's super friendly to this commander, but it is cool. It gets to play some interesting things. I would say it took me, what, 54 minutes. It took like an hour to actually put this deck together, right? So if you're into that kind of thing, it's a really cool thought exercise of how to like make it work and not feel horrendously bad, you know. I don't know. It's not the greatest, probably in the bottom 50 percentile in my opinion, but not like horrible. It's not like bottom 10% or 10th percentile or something like that. But don't know if I can recommend it, right? Especially with all the other black-white alternatives, especially if you're doing a creature light black-white alternative. There's a lot better commanders that could probably almost keep the same exact list. Some of this would come out and just put in, I don't know, all the other black-white commanders and be like, hey, my deck's better, yay, you know. But let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. All right, chat, we're out of here. The therapy worked with Davril? Yeah, it did. No, it really did. I have found inner peace. No more screaming. Not that I could scream anyways. I'd lose my voice in 2 seconds if I started screaming. And probably all my viewers. Should I scream? Yeah, well, donation incentive. There it is. $50 donation incentive. I'll scream an entire video till my voice breaks, and then you can take it out of context and say I was screaming because I was upset and it wasn't because I was paid to, and you know, all that jazz.